Well, news of the RCMP investigation reached the Prime Minister as he arrived in Paris. Let's bring in our senior correspondent, Terry Malewski. Terry.
Well, Peter, news of the criminal investigation hit the Prime Minister's tour with a bang upon landing here in Paris. PMO spokesman Andrew McDougall's BlackBerry had died in flight, and when I gave him mine to read the news, he fell silent and chewed his gum with extra vigor. Later, a curt statement came out saying the Prime Minister's office has not been approached by the RCMP. We would provide any possible assistance if asked.
I shall watch developments.
The Senate scandal even followed Harper to the British Parliament, where the Speaker of the House of Lords couldn't resist bringing it up.
It is of particular significance to me that both our parliaments have appointed upper chambers. Today, the Canadian Senate and the House of Lords face difficult questions of reform.
Harper himself never mentioned the Senate, instead telling British MPs and Lords that a free trade deal with Europe is essential.
For Canada and for Great Britain, as a member of the EU, this will be a historic step, a monumental one, in fact. A joint Canada-EU study has shown that a commercial agreement of this type would increase two-way trade by 20%.
Harper also said prosperity is the way to spread Western values.
Nothing can lead more quickly and more completely to diminished influence in the world than the decline of economic performance and financial credibility.
Harper's welcome in London was not entirely friendly. Outside, demonstrators condemned the development of the oil sands.
I think it's completely unacceptable. We're seeing that the EU is trying to take progressive climate action, and the Canadian government should not be here undermining that process.
But inside, Harper never mentioned the oil sands. He did mention Syria, saying no to intervention.
Decent people agree that Assad must go, that Syria's government must represent all its people, including its minorities. Yet the extremist sectarian nature of much of the opposition cannot be ignored or wished away.
Harper will discuss Syria and free trade with the French President Francois Hollande tomorrow, but it's a fair bet that it won't be trade that's keeping his staff up late. It'll be the RCMP's growing interest in the bailout of Mike Duffy. Peter.
Terry Malewski in Paris. Thanks, Terry.